What's going on, saddle hunters? Finally putting something together to go over the long-range Warn saddle deployment system. Gonna do a quick overview of how I attach the belt to the saddle, and then how I attach the bags or whatever I'm using to carry my gear to the actual saddle itself. So give me a few minutes, we'll go over this, and hopefully you'll have a really good idea of how you can make your saddle more efficient. And the other thing that I find is it keeps the saddle from riding up on my hips, and it keeps it down low in a position where it's going to be a lot more comfortable, and you don't actually have to pull the saddle down to get comfortable in the tree. So here's a good look at the Manus with my battle belt attached to it. I'm using 4 of the 4-inch MOLLE keepers that are going through the webbing on the top of the Manus and then going through the MOLLE that's on the actual battle belt. So note, I just loop it through. These guys connect with just a quick clip. So really simple there. In late season, if I don't want to use this system, it's going to be super easy to take the saddle off and just throw it in my bag. Here's a good look at the inside of the saddle. So this is the side that's going to go against the back of my hips. And you notice that the battle belt itself is super wide and it's actually really thick and quite padded. So what that's going to do is just give you an extremely comfortable carry of the weight that's in your pouches on your hips, as opposed to the small waistband of the saddle that has a tendency to ride down when you have weight on your hips. So please note, the battle belt itself is not a load-bearing buckle. It's just a normal, I don't know what you call that, clip, but it's plastic, not load-bearing. So when I'm actually in the tree, I'm still absolutely using the load-rated buckle that comes on my tethered Manus. This is the outside or the back of the saddle with my 2 Sis hauler pouches attached to the battle belt. So I've got them on basically the far sides of the battle belt, closest to the actual loops for the lineman's belt and the bridge. You could actually scoot these in back towards the middle or add a 3rd pouch if you wanted. So check this out, I'll flip this over and you can see where I've got the pouches attached. So all that weight is up high on that padded belt versus being down in this area on the saddle. So it makes for just an overall much friendlier carry. What I carry in these pouches can vary based on scenario, but at least what I'm gonna have in them is my lineman's belt and my tether. So I carry all my ropes, everything that I'm gonna need for the actual saddle and to hunt out of it on the saddle itself. So it's modular, everything's together, and I'm not gonna forget anything.